Hopefully this works. I'm not. I went to sign in for StreamYard, and it said $439 or $449 due today. And so, but it said $35.99 a month. Well, then I clicked to pay by the month, and it went from $35.99 to $44.99 because I didn't pay for it all at once. And I'm not paying $45 a month for StreamYard. I'm sorry. So I thought it was bad when I was paying $29 a month for it. I thought it was bad when I was paying $29 a month for it. That's why I quit paying for it, because I didn't think it was worth the money. No. Um, Hopefully the camera clears out again. Yeah, all that commercial money. Yeah. Everybody's making money but the content maker. Um, so what I did, I think it's YouTube. I went I logged out of everything, and then I logged back in, and now it's working. So, no, I don't know. Hopefully this will stay working. So I went to grab it. I went to Let's Hug It Out, and it wouldn't work. So it just buffered then too. So I went to YouTube itself and logged out everything. I completely logged out, then logged back in. So and then it started working. Now that's a little stretch. I don't have 1,000. I have I think I got 169 or something like that. YouTube accounts. What's ridiculous? That wouldn't work with 169 YouTube accounts. Because, you know, sometimes you got to go someplace where you don't want nobody to know who you are. Well, no, I have a lot of them are just funny names. So, like Anita Beer. Um, oh, hell, I can't even remember half of them. You know, got Let's Hug It Out, Grab a Dog. Um, that would be a good name. I'm the Shitter. Harry Balzania, you know, Phil McCracken, Guido Sarducci, Father Guido Sarducci. I have to powder real quick. No, powder. I had the powder. Powder me nose. It always snows. Hmm. No, I'm not on coke. Oh, hmm. I just seen a watermelon head. Oh, hmm. Adam Schiff. Yeah, yeah. I don't think Trump likes Shifty. Uh, I got on another new shirt. This is a blue one. So I said, like next month, I think I'm gonna buy 4 more, so I have one for every day. Brand new shirt. Because they're nice. They fit well, and for that price, you can't buy a T-shirt anymore for less than $25. A decent one with a pocket. So I know, but they didn't have any red ones. Lady Mike, good morning. I see that. I see that. But they didn't have any red ones. Kathy said, "Don't get any white ones." I wanted to get a couple of gray shirts, but they weren't going to be here for 2 weeks. So when I order something from Amazon, I like it. If I order 2 or 3 or 4 things, I want it all to come the same time. So. Yeah. Oh, did you notice the other day at a press conference and everybody there had red ties on? Blue suits, red ties. Steve? Hopefully that's all it was, is just I had to log out of everything and then log back in. So. Well, there you go. By the way, Amish, expect snow tonight or tomorrow. We got about 1.5 inches of snow last night. I didn't know it was going to snow. I come out here this morning and look, what the hell is that? I looked outside and there's snow all over. Must have been blowing too, because we got like a 3-inch snow drift in front of the car. Probably going to have to get out there with a snow blower and get her done. It'll probably be gone by 10 o'clock or so. It's already 33 degrees, so it's starting to melt. I made shrimp Alfredo last night with garlic toast. Um, I used frozen noodles for it. It turned out okay. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. The next time I do it, I'll use regular fettuccine noodles. Um, I think the noodles were just too thick, and it gives it a different flavor or whatever. So, um, and I didn't put any Old Bay seasoning in it. And I probably should have done that too. 53 degrees in Paradise. That's 20 degrees warmer than what it is here. And I made garlic bread, and I made chocolate brownie. For Kathy wanted some brownies, so I made chocolate brownies last night or yesterday. I don't know what the name of it was, but they're like a 1/4 inch wide, and they're like a 1/4 inch thick. Frozen noodles. So, is it empty? Throw it away then. Is there another box in there? Okay.
Not fruit snack.
I love tuna noodle casserole, but we haven't had it in a long time. Hey, your nana's got a surprise for you in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Gretchen loves sushi.
Is that the only one you eat?
No, there's both of them in there. Should be right there.
Right
Next.
behind it, Gretchen's the other.
That does sound good, Kath. You want tuna noodle casserole with me? Oh, the kids are here. They won't eat it. We can have tuna noodle casserole tomorrow. We ain't got kids.
Don't make a lot, but you can.
Well, you don't like it?
I won't be here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's going to Bunko tomorrow. So
I wanna. Don't smell it.
no, I think I'll just go someplace to have dinner tomorrow. I guess Rallies. Shots, everybody! Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots. It's Pie Shot Thursday. That's right. Either eat what's on the table or don't eat at all. That's when I was a kid. We got two choices: take it or leave it. I still got to put out the Monahan's meat market thing today. I'll do that after I get off in here. That's right. The only thing I did not like when I was a kid um, is anything that had. You couldn't get me to eat a mushroom to save my life when I was a kid. And in fact, I didn't start eating mushrooms till I was 55, until I had my knee operation, my first knee. And the only reason why I ate mushrooms then is because the doctor come in after he gave me my, did my knee, and it was in the morning. He said, "You ordered breakfast yet?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Well," he grabbed my menu and he filled it out. He said, "An omelet with extra mushrooms and cheese." I said, "What's that for?" He said, "You need all the protein you can get. And mushrooms and eggs, that's got a lot of protein in it, for the choices that they had on the breakfast menu. And it sausage and, you got to have protein and heal." So, but I loved liver when I was growing up. My mom used to cook liver. My mom would cook liver two different ways. She'd cook it for us, and then she would burn it for my dad. My dad loved liver, but he liked it burnt. So, and then sauerkraut and dumplings. I'm not a big dumpling eater, and sauerkraut. I'm not. I didn't eat sauerkraut till we had a hot dog cart. I used to eat Braunschweiger, have that on a sandwich with cheese and mustard and onion. It is time for dandelion greens. Times are changing. Yep. Now, Kathy's mom, Kathy makes great liver and onions, but her mom made great liver and onions too, and she made a gravy to go with it out of the pan drippings, and then over boiled potatoes. You put the gravy on boiled potatoes, and it was delicious. Kathy makes delicious liver and onions too. In fact, we probably got 30 or 40 pounds of liver in the refrigerator or freezer. We don't eat it that often,
That's what it needs to do.
but a friend of ours had some cows butchered, and he gave us the livers because he didn't want them. But and then we've got packages of liver that we bought at the store, and they're in the freezer. Morning, Rennie. Liver is actually quite good if you know, if it's prepared right. Last time I think I had liver, I was with Kevin. We went to an auction place to get stuff from an auction, and then we went to lunch. And we stopped at my papa's place in Petersburg. And they had liver and onions. He said, "You ain't eating liver and onions and going back with me." I said, "The hell I ain't." It was delicious. Chicken livers is good too. Oh. Take your chicken livers, put them in some well-seasoned flour, and then deep fry them after you wash them. All right. You should have, because it was down Monday and Tuesday, but now it's climbing like a rock, isn't it? Excuse me, not climbing like a rock. It's climbing like a rocket. How's that sushi? Good. Good morning, Randy. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. I'm finer than frog's hair split 4 ways. Trying to get the day started. Oh, I understand that. The girl She hasn't been in her coop for the last 2 nights. Well, this morning, around, I guess 2:30 it was, she decided to jump up on top of me and, you know, wake me up. So I woke up and I'm looking at her and she's got her face right at me. I said, "What's the matter?" Well, then she just turns around, she walks down and she lays down between my ankles and then puts her head on top of my leg. About 4:30, I feel her. She's walking on top of me and she's trying to get on my nightstand. So I grab her and pick her up and put her back on top of me, so she doesn't. And then she's trying to get on my dresser, and I told her, "No, quit." And she looks at me like I scolded her, and she took off running. Well, the cat's trying to assert dominance, I guess. Damn. Pretty bad when the vendor can get it there faster than UPS can. What's the wheel for? Hmm. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm American. Where are you from? Canada? Unfortunately. Yeah. I could not. Well, with any luck at all, maybe you'll be an American here within the next couple of years. No, Steve, you're not Greek. You like Greek. Yeah. You know how you separate the men from the boys in Greece, don't you? With a pry bar. I need a cup of coffee. I'll be right there. I gotta make, I'm just getting everything ready to make another pot. So when it's time, it'll be done. Uh, uh, California's not the place you want to be, so they loaded up their trucks and they moved back to Tennessee. That's right. I think I'm gonna this weekend. I'm gonna can potatoes. I don't know if I'm gonna put them in. I have like, I bet I got like 100 spaghetti jars, spaghetti sauce jars, and Alfredo sauce jars and stuff like that. I'm gonna can the potatoes in those because the lids are extra heavy, and they're not quite a quart, and the Alfredo ones are just a little bit more than a pint. So I think they'll work out perfect. I mean, I've used um, jars like that lots of times to can with. Well, that's the thing. I want to get away from the freezer. I've got so many freezers right now running. It's pathetic, and I want to try to get down. Um, I have a giant freezer, a medium freezer, and a small freezer right now running out in the garage, plus a refrigerator freezer. Frozen or fresh? That's how you like your taters? So I think about doing that with those because I got a lot of them. I bet there's 100 or close. So well, fresh French fries are much better if they're done right. You cut them into fries, soak them in some salt water, rinse them, drain them and rinse them real good, soak them in some more salt water, and then drain them, and then fry them. That way you get rid of the starch so it makes them crispy. What a stupid question, yeah. Hmm. Right. But you want to get rid of the potato starch. No, wait a minute. You commented on Amish's canned potatoes because I looked at that video yesterday, and your comments on there. That you, oh yeah. Hmm. Well, I you can do the potatoes a lot of different ways if you wanted to. Um, like you put salt in them, okay, but you could put some minced garlic in with them and salt and pepper and can them that way, and then that way all that flavor is infused into the potato. Or you could actually, put hot sauce in it, or put a jalapeno in with them, and make hot potatoes. You can do a lot of stuff with them. Try hot potato, hot potato. I don't know if everything's a comfort food or not. I don't quite even understand what comfort food is. Oh, I feel so comfortable eating this. Oh, it makes me so, so happy. I don't know. I'm happy I get a meal. Is that comfort food? I don't care what it is. If it's a hot dog, is that comfort food? Yeah. By the way, we have an antique tractor club coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the third weekend in May. So we're going to do a flea market. We're going to take a bunch of stuff there and sell. Just so I can get, I got to get some of Kathy's stuff out of the garage. There's just way too much stuff in there. You know, I tried cleaning it out and she just keeps bringing it in. Super spicy Indian taco thing. I'll be like Chuck Norris in the movie The Hitman. He walks into an Indian restaurant to meet the Indian mobs. And then they're eating dinner. And he reaches down, he grabs some of their stuff, puts it in his mouth, spits it out, puts his fingers in their water glass, rinses his hand off, and says, "You guys actually eat that shit?" Yeah. It's The Hitman with Chuck Norris. So if you ever see the movie, yeah. And then yesterday I got a phone call asking me if I would do an auction in Ohio on the 24th of May. I said, sure. I don't mind doing an auction in Ohio, you know. So he's got one at, it's going to be at the county garage building. I've already done one there a few years ago. So, um, so on the 24th, I'm going to do an auction for him. I just done one for him about 4 months ago. What do you got, a goiter in your thyroid? Yes, that was Gretchen. Gretchen!
Yeah.
Junkyard wants to see you. Was that Gretchen?
Hi, Junkyard.
A lime-sized goiter? That ain't no good there, Skeeta. She's getting big. She's 11. Kyler, he lost his first tooth yesterday. And he come here, he had to go to the doctors. He's got to have an allergy shot, I guess, once a week for the next 7 months. But he lost a tooth, and he come here and he had it in his hand. He's showing it. He lost a tooth. And I said, well, you know what happens when you lose your very first tooth, don't you? He said, what? I said, the tooth fairy brings you $20. And his mom and dad just looked at me and said, well, maybe Grandpa ought to give him $20 for losing his first tooth. I said, well, I will. So I went and got Junkyard's $20 that I'd been saving up for months. And I give it to Kyler and said, here, you give this $20 to Grandma, to Nana. And when you go to the store with Nana the next time, you have $20 you can spend to buy something with. He said, okay. And I said, and then remember, when you go home tonight, the tooth fairy is going to put $20 underneath your pillow tonight. I'm going to have to start saving up again there, Junkyard. Yeah. So I figured I would just do that because I didn't have any intention on giving him $20. But when his mom said maybe Grandpa had to give him $20, I wasn't going to have that kid look bad in my eyes. I wasn't going to look bad in that kid's eyes. No. I went and got my wallet and got $20 and give it to him. Don't let the government know that times are changing. They'll tax you to death on her. Oh, I remember when I was a kid, you got a quarter for a tooth. And then, back then, 25 cents was a lot of money, man. You could buy a ton of candy for a quarter. You're on your way. Yeah, just 19,999 more to go. No. 1,999 more to go. I'm sorry. I don't buy cigarettes, man. Yeah, it does. Good morning, Dan. No. Yep. Yeah, no count. Yeah, I understand that. Well, I smoked for over 30 years, and I quit cold turkey. So. Now there's less people smoking, so they got to charge more for them so they can make up for what they've lost. I know, good for you. Kathy's trying to quit now, which I think is very, very good. I'm proud of her. Yep. I know. Oil went down and gas went up. How else you think them poor corporate execs gonna make them billions of dollars, huh? They got to do it somehow. You can't fault them for doing it. They need their money too. They got to eat. Huh. Well, you know what? It does the same thing to me. Makes me, sometimes I can't stand the smell of it, and then every once in a while you'll smell one that smells like a T-bone steak cooking. You know. Yeah. I didn't say that. I just said that's the way it is. Junk kind of right with you. Did you see what Junkyard wrote?
Gotta get these kids.
He said, "Good morning, Miss America. I'll ride with you."
Alright. No, I have to get out there. Get going.
I'll just get in the car.
How'd you get that shirt?
You.
Yeah.
That used to be mine.
Today's Science Day.
So,
Bye, Papa.
Bye. Love you too. I am retired. In fact, I gotta grab the hot dog cart from out of the storage and do some work on it. I want to fix it up a little better than what it is, and then sell it, get it sold, get it out of here. I got a bunch of restaurant equipment stuff I got to get sold. So I want to do that. Uh, my original intentions is to um, take the trailer axle out from underneath it, and I have 6 swivel pneumatic tires to put underneath it, and then you'll build a frame for it. Add sinks to the back, take the sinks off the side. I got a hot water heater, a hot water tank, or I got tanks for it and a pump, and I have a sound system that goes on it, so you can use you can talk, advertise, you can get your hot dogs here or whatever, and it's got animal sounds and stuff like that too, and a canopy. And then I have the grill that goes on it, the griddle, and then I have a grill that goes on it, and then um, I'll sell it. I think it'll sell a lot easier that way. Um, you know, I have to use the little boys' room. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me a coffee. Yeah. Huh. No. I need to get that. Get back to that hot dog thing. I need to get that done, so I can get that sold. Um, I had somebody look at it a couple weeks ago, and then I don't know, he didn't pan out or whatever, but evidently he thought I wanted too much money for everything I had, or I don't know, for everything that I got, the cart, all the equipment. I have refrigerators, griddles, grills, deep fryers, you name it, all that stuff. I wanted $2,000 for everything. Kathy and I probably got $5,000 invested in it. But I just want to get it out because it's costing me money every month for storage. So, there you go, Pumpkin. There's a good girl, huh? Yes, you are. Tell you what, she's getting big, man. Yesterday, I bet she slept 10, 12 hours. I didn't need to spray there, Stephen. The job I did, I had to stand up. I had to make coffee. That's what took so long. I already made the coffee. I poured my coffee. I rinsed out the pot, filled the pot with water, and then made coffee. She is a fat cat. Yep. Oh yeah. Well, you know what they say there, Stephen. If your hose is short and your pump is weak, you better stand close so you don't pee on your feet. Oh man. Anyhow, that's actually surprising me that this thing's lasted so long. Maybe that was the problem all along. I should have just logged out of everything and then logged back in, refreshed everything. Because I hit the refresh button 3 times on the last live stream, and it wouldn't do anything. So maybe you just had to log out. I don't know. The chicken caviar is ready. Yeah. Probably gonna have to buy some more eggs from my daughter. I don't think I got many here left anymore. We went through 7 dozen in the last 3 weeks. Kathy wanted to buy, she didn't get it. She forgot to get it though. She wanted to buy vanilla ice cream to go with her brownies. I said, you know what would go good with chocolate brownies? Mint chocolate chip ice cream, I think. Yeah. Well, we used to have a Shar Pei, and she was a fawn colored Shar Pei, so she looked like a deer, that color skin. And she had allergies really bad. But if she walked beside you and she stunk like hell, you know it was her ears. Kathy would clean her ears, and I mean them things would get nasty. She'd clean her ears about once a week, and for some reason that dog had bad ear infections. She'd clean her ears, and then we got some. She got some medicine from the vet, that drops to put in it or whatever. And but she'd have to do it once a week. Oh man, that's gross. And Cat, there's nothing I wouldn't do for that dog. And that dog, she had all them wrinkles and stuff. And Kathy grabbed her right by the face and kissed her on the mouth and say, "I love you." Yeah. The funniest thing I ever seen Princess ever do was one of the kids left a paper plate on the coffee table. And Princess walked over there, picked up the paper plate from the coffee table in the living room, and walked it out to the garbage can and put it in the trash. I've never seen that happen before in my entire life. I thought that was funnier now. And then when Jackie, we were taking care of Jackie, Casey's Jack Russell. We had all her toys in a basket next to the dryer. Jackie would run from the living room to the basket, grab a toy, take it in the living room, and then go back and get another one. And Jackie probably had 30 toys. And she'd take them all in the living room. They end up taking the basket in there, picking them all up and putting it back. Well, after a couple of days of that, we just left the basket in the living room. And she'd take her toy out. And then she'd only take one toy out. And when she was done, she'd take out another one. But she didn't take them all out at once. Huh. You too, Dan. Love ya. Well, that's what I worry about her. With her, she's she's getting heavy. She's really not getting fat. She's just getting heavy. And I worry about her when she's up here, jumping from here down to there, breaking a leg. That scares me. That's why I try to put her down. Yeah, yesterday she was laying on the bed. She started coughing and sneezing. And I had, and I looked at her, and I thought something was, she was sick or something. But then she just laid back down, and went to sleep. But then again, yesterday she probably slept 18 hours, I think, because every time you seen her, she was laying on the bed sleeping. She's not a. She used to be a loving cat. She's not a loving cat no more. She'll let you pet her every once in a while, but she's not. She doesn't want to crawl up on you. Every once in a while, she'll crawl up on you and want you to pet her. But other than that, you know, she doesn't really want to. I used to go in the bedroom, sit in my chair, put my blanket on, and say, "Spread, honey, it's snuggle time." And it didn't matter where she was; she'd come running and jump right on top of my lap and lay down. Now she doesn't do that anymore. Right now, she's looking out the patio window at Kathy. You never thought she was loving? Yeah. Well, she's loving to watch you right now. She's looking at you right out the window. When she was a baby, she would climb up. I'd sit right here in this chair. She'd climb right up my leg and then climb up on my chest and want me to hold her. How you doing, angry observer number one? Nice to see you. Great, great. How are you doing? Oh man, I'm I'm glad you're as good as can be. You from England? I see Ian had a new video out yesterday or day before. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but kicking it in the shed or something like that. Bloke. Huh. Well, that's great. I was correct. Hmm. Tell you what, arthritis is really bothering me. Yeah. Yeah. She used to, Perth used to come in here every once in a while. I watched a few of their Perth live streams, but Perth, Australia. I don't spend much time anymore on YouTube. Um, I do the the live streams, and I'll watch a few other videos once in a while. But I used to be on YouTube all the time, and anymore it's a bunch of repetitive stuff. Everybody does a video of the same thing. If somebody does, you know, let's say how to glue two pieces of wood together, there'll be 500 videos come out the next 2 weeks on how to glue two pieces of wood together. And everyone says the best way. The best way to glue two pieces of wood together. So, I watch Vice Grip Garage and Diesel Creek, and any of those, will it start videos. I watch that kind of stuff. Also, let's see. Trying to remember the name of it. I watch Breadstick Ricky and the Boss, or Ricky and the Boss, and I do watch Gramps. There's a garage one I like to watch. I can't remember the name of it. Makeshift Garage, that's what it is. I think it's Makeshift Garage. Maybe not. Yeah, it's Makeshift Garage. Yeah. Oh, pumpkin. Yeah. You're a good girl. There is. Yeah. Now she's laying here wanting me to pet her. Pretty girl. Yeah. She don't want me petting her on the head, but she wants me to rub her back and her side. You're a good girl. Come here. Oh, there you go. You like that, do you? She's just a purring away. There we go. Okay. There you go. She only wants a little bit, then she wants to take off. So. I'll put my hand up here on my mouse to move my mouse, and she'll be sitting there, and she'll reach right up and try to grab my hand. Uh-oh. Come on in. I wish there was a thing on here so you could shut the camera off, but no. You need to watch how to boil an egg. Very exciting and riveting video there. It's entertainment for the whole family. No, she didn't. No, just I did a video on how to boil an egg correctly. Because I don't eat a hungry man dinner. I bet I haven't had a TV dinner in 25 years or better. Because after I realized there wasn't no TVs in them box, I quit buying them. You know, I thought maybe it was the first few times that I bought the TV dinners that, you know, maybe they forgot to put the TV in the box. But, you know, after the 15th or 20th TV dinner and didn't get a TV in the box, I quit. It can't be just a mistake not putting the TV in the TV dinner. They lied to you. Oh, I got like 5 TVs here. Yeah. Just don't have a TV dinner. There's one in the living room. You got a 60-inch in the living room. There's one in the bedroom, a 24-inch, I think. Upstairs in the bedroom is like a 36-inch TV, and then in the other bedroom upstairs is another TV, and then there's a brand new TV that ain't never been plugged in. Well, yeah, because they got 40 different TVs there. All you gotta do is turn your chair to see which one you want to watch. On a sad note, Hooters has filed bankruptcy. I don't know how they could go bankrupt, but they have filed for bankruptcy. You know, when you go to Hooters and you buy, 10 chicken wings for $18 and a $12 beer, how can you go bankrupt? And they're continually packed, so I don't know. I haven't been there in a few years, but unless business has really gotten bad to where, nobody's showing up at Hooters. The owl, yeah. The owl's taking all the money, huh? And to tell you the truth, I honestly don't think Hooters food is any good. Really, I've had a couple. I've been there a couple of times and ate, but I never thought it was that great. Now, um, when I bought my first TV, hell, I don't know. I had a TV in my bedroom when I was a kid. Had antenna on her. You could get channel 11, channel 13, and channel 36 and 24. Oh, no, not 36, because we didn't get channel 36 until after Kathy and I were married. 11, 13, and 24. I know it. Isn't that a shame? Yeah, you pay for the atmosphere. You're right. No, no. Now, back in like 89, I think it was, or 90, something like that, we won a TV from work at a Christmas party. That thing was big, man. It was only like a 23-inch screen or whatever, but it weighed a ton. That was before they come out with the flat screens and all this other stuff. Yeah, I know. A pair of shorts and a t-shirt and pantyhose. That's about it. On high heels. Got $60 into the uniform. So now, you know, if you want to go someplace, go to the Tilted Kilt and eat there. we went there in Indianapolis. We went to the Tilted Kilt, and we had I had a burger there and fries, and that was probably one of the best hamburgers I had ever had in my entire life. It was excellent. All right, Alan, Save A Lot open. You want a white projection TV? Um, we had a 72-inch LCD when they first come out, liquid crystal, digital, whatever you want to call it, LCD TV. The first show I watched on it, I got it for the Daytona 500. And man, that was just like being there. Yeah, the tilted tongue, yeah. The Tilted Kilt, it's based on like Hooters, but they do have really good food there. And it's not that bad a price. I think we were there, what, 12 years ago, something like that. Our son had a bowling tournament to go to, and I think he was like 17 or 18. He was almost, I think he was a junior in high school or whatever. And went to a bowling tournament down there in Indianapolis. And I think, a hamburger and french fries and a Coke was like $9 for the whole meal back then. But it was a double, like a half-pound burger with bacon on it and everything else. So, yeah, just just because they look like one doesn't mean they really are one. Yeah. And then we went to another bowling tournament up in hell, I can't even remember the city that we were in, but up north. And we went to Hooters there 2 days in a row, and I didn't like the food at all. I mean, I didn't particularly care for it, but we went there because the whole bowling team went there. So, now, if they had a restaurant called Motorboating, I'm sure that would go over good. You don't give a hoot. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's what you think it is. Let me see if I can get a picture. That's what the Hooters are. Yeah. Better than rockets, yeah. That's what they are. That's what's on it is now. I bet you are intrigued. There you go. Deuces. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, here, I'll slap you. You ask and you shall receive. Oh, don't forget tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm going to be live again. Hopefully this YouTube works again. So I can't believe it was just a simple thing of logging out and logging back in. That's right. I like that song. Hoders and Bear. Hoders and Bear. Yeah. This is a family channel. I can't sing the real song, but you know, we're trying to keep it PG 13 or at least under 17. Huh. Excuse me. There. It stuck in my throat. I don't think church sang that song. No. No. Morning, cornbread. Oh, you mean, yeah. No, I almost was going to tell you to, never mind about making them anymore because they were doing it themselves. So I didn't figure they appreciated the videos that you were doing for me. So, but they so far they haven't said anything, and I do post them to their um, site. So yeah, I know. Trying to get people to come in there because she's not a bad looking woman, but she ain't, God's gift to guys or whatever you want to call it. But she's just trying to shop and show you all the deals, but she's not even showing you everything that's on the special. If you watch her videos, a lot of times she's missing like 3 or 4 items that she's not, that are on the sale that she isn't picking up. So yeah, I know. Well, cornbread makes it for me. He makes that video for me, so. And it's entirely up to him if he wants to stop making them or not. That's his choice. I don't know how to make the videos like that. I don't have the technical savvy with a computer, so. And I appreciate him making them videos. I really do. I do. I do. I do. I do. But if he doesn't want to make them anymore, that's entirely up to him, and I have no problem with that. If he wants to keep making them, that's entirely up to him, and I have no problem with it. I appreciate it either way. I know, and I sent out a search party for it there, Amish, and they told me it's an outer Mongolia now. It's got the same UPS driver, FedEx driver that Junkyard has, and he's lost. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. Um, well, sometimes they got a Harbor Freight on there, but I don't think they got Kroger or anything like that on there. I wish we had a Food Lion up here. I seen that Food Lion video the other day. So yeah, I know. I'll have to tell you, 'cause I can't remember. I can't remember anyways. But I know you're not monetized, so whenever an ad comes up, I just skip it anyway. So you're not getting paid for it. So you have a letter carrier. Me a postman? Yeah, they get 100% of the revenue. That's why I skip the ad because you're not getting any of it. They get it all. And I think it's an absolute shame that they're getting revenue on your stuff and they're not paying you. I don't know if Brave still blocks the ads on YouTube or not. I have no idea. Now, if you were monetized, I'd let the commercials roll. Either one, you and Amish both. But I know you're not monetized, so I skip the ads. Um, and I don't watch. I skip the ads on the big channels too, the ones that's got like 1 million subscribers or 500,000 subscribers. Yeah, they're making enough money even if you skip the ads. So. All right, everybody. It's 8:30. I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. That'd be 11 and a half hours from now, if you're so inclined to join me. Have a blessed day, everybody. Yes, I do. There was 8 kids. Yeah, 8 of us. I had to count. There was 8 of us, and now there is 6 of us. I had 3 brothers and 4 sisters. Be there, be square. Take care, everybody.